involving a runaway train last month along
this
the
is the update for the CTA Blue Line train accident. That was a ghost train from Forest Park.
About disciplinary action related to the crash. Paul.
Cheryl, the CTA has disclosed to us late this afternoon that it is taking disciplinary action against 4 CTA employees in connection with a runaway train accident back on September 30th. 2 electricians, the CTA says, are being fired.
Wow.
A supervisor of rail yard cleaning is being suspended, and a veteran switchman is being suspended for 3 days. The specifics of why those actions are being taken is not yet
that
fully
would be
spelled
bad.
out.
Look
But
like
at least one
CTA
union leader is
would
hopping
be
mad.
What's the point of going in and telling the truth?
Ain't no the
if I'm gonna be a
CTA.
scapegoat
I
for
wonder how many people are going to get hired for that job.
absolutely done wrong.
The union says the employee in question is an experienced switchman who readily cooperated with federal investigators and now has been given a 3-day suspension without pay and put on probation for a year. The specifics behind the suspension are unclear, though it presumably centers on the runaway train being left in the Forest Park yard in a powered-up mode with a brake setting that somehow allowed it to move. Immediately after the ghost train, NTSB investigators found that unoccupied CTA trains are routinely left powered up while stored, and that and braking practices should immediately change. The CTA says that it did that even before being told to do so, but that leaving trains powered up was never standard practice.
It is not uncommon to leave a train keyed up. It's very common. CTA, I understand, has taken a stand saying this has never been a practice. They're lying. Plain, flat out lying. I can march in here 200 switchmen who would tell you they do it on a daily basis.
What remains unclear in all this is how the runaway train could pass over 5 train braking devices or trips, like this one, 5 times during its mysterious mile-long journey that ended with a crash at the Harlem station. The CTA says it's looking at possible disciplinary action against as many as 4 additional employees. Who and why it won't say, but the union contends this is all about finding scapegoats, and it's grieving the first suspension. 7 years ago, after a Blue Line derailment, the CTA fired a number of employees, including 2 track inspectors. They got their jobs back, and the NTSB found that the larger problem was a track maintenance and inspection program with systemic flaws. So once again, a total disciplinary action against 4 CTA employees in connection with the runaway train incident. The CTA does say that the suspension of the switchman was because he left the train powered up and then failed to report it. The train was powered up for 48 hours, the CTA says, and that employee did not report it to his supervisor. That part of why the disciplinary action, that suspension, was put in place. Live in Forest Park, Paul Meinke, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Ron?
All right,